All right, let me show you what you're getting with the French Rocket language course. It comes in 2 sections or stages, which equals 33 audio lessons or 13 hours total of just audio. There's also 31 language and cultural lessons, and I'll be showing you the difference between the two in a sec. Okay, you're not just getting an audio lesson. You're getting much more interactive stuff online and that you can download. You're not actually just buying CDs or discs. It's a fabulous deal compared to Rosetta Stone or Pimsleur. I have the prices on everything on speaktolearn.net, so go take a look. But you're getting a better deal because you aren't paying for the CDs, the shipping, or national advertising. You're getting the best of both worlds, interactive software and audio files with the online Rocket method. All right, so I'll be going over all this stuff right now. All right, once you've got an account and you're logged in, you'll get to here, and we'll jump right to the first course. And it comes in 2 parts, or 2 stages. There's stage 1, and there's stage 2. And there's a thing called the survival kit. All right, in stage 1, there's 4 general lessons: meeting, screens, and food, travel, getting around town, and all about food. And in each one of these, it's broken down even further. And you have the audio course right here, and the language and culture. And basically, they complement each other. And let me show you what the first one looks like. All right. And you've got the 2 audio files. This one here, listen to the conversation, just goes over this little lesson right down here. But the full version goes in depth into all the words within the lesson itself. And then you can basically download the file. Either you can put it like onto your iPod or you can burn it to disk. All right, let me play you the first file.
Salut Claire.
Salut Paul. Comment ça va?
Bien, merci. Et toi?
Je vais très bien.
And basically then you would do the full audio version. In addition to that, you have extra vocabulary. This is all sort of included in the full version. And then once you've done it, you've got this quiz to check to see how you did. A little note panel here. All right, from the first lesson, you'll see these others. And let's take a look at the language and culture, naming things. All right, and this goes really in depth to what they go over in the sound file. And as an example, naming things. And what they have is these little sound files here.
Le chien, le chien,
See, you can cue them up.
la chienne,
So you can play them over and over again. And basically they show you the pronunciation of each one of these words here. And there's a lot of these. You see this? And like I said, this is all in addition to the linear sound, the linear audio file that you have. You have all these. In addition to the language, you have a whole screen on culture. Still another quiz and some more notes. All right, and like I said, there's others just in lesson 1 here. And like I said, the travel, getting around town, all about food. Let's take a look at stage 2. Same deal, retail therapy. All right, show you this real quick. See? Same deal, same format. And on top of that, money matters, language and culture. See, you get more of these little sound files here. That really goes over each one of these.
À l'occasion, je m'achète un CD pour entre 18 et 23 euros. Ou je vais au cinéma à environ 7 euros la place. Mon petit déjeuner me coûte environ 3 euros au café près de chez moi.
Like I said, there's a lot of this stuff here. I mean, it's going to take you a while to get through all this. See this? And like I said, this is just still the one panel of this one lesson here. Like I said, that was retail therapy, family, friends, and there's a whole bunch more here. But you also have this really cool thing called Mega French. And what it is, it's some software that they have for the PC or Mac. And I have the Mac version right here. All right, you've got the Mega Vocab, Mega Audio, and Mega Verbs here. And this is very similar to like the Rosetta Stone software, where there's a lot of pictures and graphics, and you'll be lining them up with translations. Now let's play Mega Verb. All right, let's choose actions. And let's go. And what I'm going to do now is basically pick the translation that best matches the picture. And we have a little translation in English. I like to love.
Non, non.
Oui.
And if I want to turn off the English to prepare.
Oui.
Okay. Turn it back on to use.
Oui.
Oops. See, and to show. All right, what you also have is the Mega Vocab Creator. And this allows you to upload pictures, your own, basically your own pictures, maybe of some words that you're having a problem with. And this way you can practice them right here. All right, let's jump over to the Mega Audio. We'll try this one.
Rester.
And a similar deal. I'm going to pick the picture that best matches what I've heard.
Non.
Oui. Rester. Acquérir. Oui. Acquérir.
Like I said, this is something along the Rosetta Stone software. All right, let's jump over to Mega Verbs. You'll basically be conjugating French verbs. Also, you got these specific accent characters that you need to put in to make it work. And like I said, this is really nice. You don't have to be online to use this, so you can like put it onto a laptop or something and practice your French when not online. All right, and beyond the Mega French, you got the certificate test. We won't even bother with that, but you know, you can review your stuff. Then you also have the survival kit. And there's more lessons here. As an example, pronunciation, right? Similar format. Okay, and this is really cool. Mega cards for beginners. And what this is asking me is to translate the picture within 15 seconds, and the counter will start once I show the card. So, and it'll give me the French, and I'll have to sort of figure it out. Okay, here we go. Somebody threw a pizza on my head. Hey, my tongue is stuck to my shirt. This is a very interesting pipe. It's hard not to get sick in winter. See? So, there's a whole bunch of these. Please show a card. And like I said, you saw about 150 of those for beginners, and there's a whole bunch for advanced. All right, in addition to the course material, stage 1 and 2, you've got the Your Motivation. And what these are basically text files that go over lots of little aspects of learning the French language. And let's give you some helpful tips. Like I said, this can really keep you like sort of on track with your learning. All right, you also have Your Community. And what this is are a series of online forums that it's hosted by the Rocket Languages. And what's nice is you can interact with people who actually know how to speak French. And as an example, you can have a conversation with somebody. See? You go back and forth. Questions about culture and travel, French grammar. You can ask specific things. Like I said, it's really nice, and this also will help you, get a deeper understanding of the French language. Right? Another cool little thing they have is My Vocab. And what this is sort of like a notepad that you can assign to any word anywhere on the site. As an example, let me jump back to here, back to here. As an example, salute. I can double click it here. I can sort of type in a translation. And now when I go back to here, see? And then basically I've got it saved right here, and I can just sort of refer back to this if any particular word is, giving me trouble. All right, so check out my website, speaktolearn.net. I have all the pricing for the French Rocket Languages on there. I also have other video demos of other French language learning software. This way you'll be able to compare and contrast the different teaching methods that they use. So this way you'll be able to pick out the one that works best for your learning style. All right, thanks for checking this out. I hope to see you at my website.